Hello, welcome to my channel Planets in You. Today we are going to discuss about Mars. In the first session we discussed about the exchange of influence between different objects, and in the second session we discussed about different houses in horoscope and what is the significance of each house in the horoscope. Now let's talk about planets. So today we are going to discuss about Mars, but before I start that, let me give you two important things. Number one, that we all know each planet has its own gravitational pull. It's important to understand because that translates into energy as well, or a kind of force. So on Earth we have a certain amount of gravitational pull. If you go to Moon, the amount of gravitational pull changes. Similarly, if we go to Saturn, Jupiter, the amount of gravitational pull is not same on any of the planet. It varies from one planet to another planet. Number two is the time clock. So time clock on Earth based upon two things. One is the spin, that when the Earth completes one spin, it is one day, which is 24 hours. When it completes one circle around Sun, it is 1 year, which is 366 days or 365 days. Now when we talk about Saturn, it takes 30 years to complete one circle around Sun. Now similarly, the clock cycle is different on each planet. So if you go to Moon, it is different. If you go to Jupiter, it is different. And that's how those planets produce results. So sometimes we encounter some astrologers and they say Saturn takes very long time, or it is not a good planet because it takes very long time to give you results. No, that's not the truth. It is the intrinsic nature. It is just because how it is placed in the solar system, that is how it is going to give you results. It is not going to give you results based upon the time clock that you are following on planet Earth. So you have to keep these two things in mind. Okay, so that is the reason, means Saturn and Jupiter, these two are very important planets. Means a lot of astrologers, they give importance to these planets. Not that others are not important, but because of the total time it takes to complete a circle around Sun. Now let's talk about Mars. Mars represents fighting energy, the fighting spirit in an individual. It represents a red thing, it represents your blood, it represents your immunity. And if I have to explain you with example, for instance, if you say Michael Jordan has a very well placed Mars, and these kind of people, when they are presented with a challenge, they overcome challenge like this. He was told that your pass is not good. He worked on it and he just did it great. Then again he was told that your defense is not very good. Michael Jordan worked on it and everybody was quiet. Similarly, if you look at Mike Tyson, so most of the athletes, they have very well placed Mars. Firefighters, they have well placed Mars. Now one thing which I want to discuss in this forum is about Mongolic girls, because there is a lot of wrong information that astrologers and have given to people, and then they pass on to other folks, that Mongolic girls, the marriage delay happens, and this happens to their husband after marriage, that happens to their husband. No. So when the intrinsic nature of that energy is to create things, is to take initiatives, is to go out in the field and create something, is very analytical. And now when you are going to put that energy in the kitchen, the energy is not going to like it, because it is not designed to be in the kitchen. If you have somebody who has a very good Venus, you put them in a kitchen, they are going to love it. They are going to love it. They can be very good chef. Similarly, if you have a person with a Mars, high Mars energy, or a very well placed Mars, coupled with somebody who is not well placed Mars. Now just try to imagine the one person is taking a lot of initiatives in the life, the other person is lacking those qualities, and that's where conflict happens between the two individuals. So one is very good in taking the challenges and overcoming it, the other person is not. When they get married, the problem arises, and people think that it is because the girl is Mangalik. No, it's not that girl is Mangalik, it's the problem with the other person. Because you have looked at it from a religious point of view, you have not looked at the intrinsic nature or the intrinsic energy of the person, where it is coming from. That's natural, that's how universe has designed it. You cannot change anything. But at the same time, if you couple that high energy person with the another high energy person, things are not going to conflict that much. So that's the reason, means a lot of time it is recommended that one Mangalik girl should be married to a Mangalik boy. But there is nothing wrong. Lot of or most of the Mangalik girls are engineers, because they have super analytical mind. They have ability to overcome challenges. They have ability to go out in the field and take initiatives and create something new for the society. So this is how it works. So today we discussed about Mars, and the last thing, if you see people wearing that red stone, we call it coral, that is for Mars energy. A lot of people wear coral stone, suggested by astrologers that it is going to fix your Mars problems. See, stones cannot fix your Mars problem. It is going to give you certain energy. Now you have to leverage the energy and work upon those initiatives that you have started, or work upon those problems that you are facing. That is what it is designed for. Because so many times what happens, we just put on a ring and then we think, okay, now things are going to happen on its own. That's not how it works. And you have to feel it. You have to feel it. Once you put on a ring, if you are not getting a sense that you are feeling energetic, I'm talking in the sense of coral, which is specific to Mars, that means that ring is not working. Now the second step is that you have to focus on the problems that you are facing, and then you have to work on those problems and put efforts. That's very important. So now I hope you understood the concept of the representation of energy of Mars. Now in the next session we are going to cover some other planet, and we are going to decode what kind of energy it represents, so it helps you understand and take better decisions in your life, as well as if you are lacking something, you can figure out how you want to improve that. Because it is not just the ring, means there are multiple other ways to absorb those energies and to come up as a better human being, or come up as an object to overcome different challenges that you face on the day-to-day basis. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the channel, please subscribe it. If you have any comments, please drop below. If you have any specific questions, please write an email to me. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.